Welcome back to Fat to Health with Jackie Can. Today I'm going to be cooking a Diet Cola chicken, or you can call it Diet Pepsi chicken, or you can call it Diet Tango chicken, or you can just call it a Tango chicken or a Cola chicken, whichever Cola chicken you want to use. So, before I start, I would just like to say I am no cook, I am no chef. I'm just somebody that is trying to lose weight and sharing my recipes with you. So far I have lost a total of 8.5 stone and I am going down nicely. Let's get on with the recipe, shall we? First of all, I have got some oil in a pan, just a little bit. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, I just chuck it in. I don't weigh anything, I just chuck it in basically and give it a stir and just taste it as I go along, and if it needs anything, I just put some more, whatever it is in. Now, I am trying to cut down on sugar, and I do realise as I go along that certain things such as Worcestershire sauce has a little bit of sugar in, so I have to be aware and accountable for that going into my mouth, because after I've had this particular meal I do have a sweet tooth come on, so I have to be prepared to make sure I've got some fruit or something there to make sure I don't go to the shop and fill up on chocolate. Okay, so here we go. So I have some onion, that's onion. Chuck it in there. That was just one onion. One onion. Give it a zhuzh. I love my onion. We gotta get some onion going there. And have a sip of tea. Rum cup. A nice cup of tea, that. Okay, let's get this onion going. Let's get this onion going. Let's get this onion going. Make sure they're nice and see-through, nice and cooked. They're not brown, but they're nice and see-through, if you know what I mean. Then we're gonna add, I've added 2.5 breasts of chicken. Diced up, of course. Just chuck that in there. Lots of it. No skin in there, mate. No skin in there. Give it a mix around. I also want to put in some Chinese 5 spice. How much do you need? It in. Just cover the whole lot. Give it a zhuzh. Oh, the smell is divine. The smell is divine. It really is divine. I think you're only supposed to put half a teaspoon in, but I've put in probably about a tablespoon if you're that worried. Do you know what I mean? When I first started cooking, I was like, oh my God, how much do you put in? What do I put in? What if it doesn't taste like? What if I haven't done it right? Just bung it in. Just, who cares? Who cares? You're the only one that's going to eat it at the end of the day. So anyway, yes. So while we're doing that, give that a good old stir, wait for the chicken to go sort of like whitey browny, make sure it's all kind of, you know, cooking nicely, there's no pink bits. And have a slurp of your tea, you know. Yes, lovely jubbly. So I've magically did 3 cloves of garlic and chuck it in. Ideally, you know, that should have gone in before the chicken, but it doesn't matter, it does get cooked. Oh, smells are gorgeous already. Makes you want to eat it the way it is, but don't do that, I wouldn't recommend that because you'll die of poison. And then you can add some ginger. Now ground ginger, now it's up to you if you want to get a rooted ginger. I never like getting a piece of root ginger and then peeling it and then doing whatever. I don't understand that. It's not something that I've really ever done. So I've cheated and just gone and bought some ground ginger. Now you can get ginger in the little jars, as you normally, these sort of jars, but they're so expensive. So what I do, I go down the world aisle. Do you know where they have all the ingredients for around the world and whatever? And I have a look in there. And you can pack up a nice big pack like this. It's only about £1.50, and that's ground ginger, and that lasts forever. And what I do is I put it in my little tub here that I like. So I need to put some in there. Oh, the smells. And of course, ginger has its health benefits, so I'm told. So I'm told. So what I'm going to do here is just sprinkle some ginger over the top. There we go. Just literally covering the surface. Alright, so that's that. Give it a good old. And what I'm going to do is put that on the back burner and start my other vegetables. Right, I now have the wok going with a little bit of oil, extra virgin olive oil, and now I'm going to add all the vegetables, as much vegetables as you've got in the fridge. It can be absolutely anything. Today I'm using the last of the broccoli, I'm using red and yellow pepper there, I'm using mushrooms, and I'm also using quite a lot of this stuff, celery. And as I've said in previous videos, don't be afraid of celery. It is really, really good for you. If you're wanting to lose weight fast and you just want a week where you're just going to lose a couple of pounds, maybe 4 pounds, 5 pounds, 6 pounds, you can eat this stuff and it's amazing. Speed foods and strawberries are very good as well. They just melt your fats, they really do. So I'm going to chuck all that in. I've also got baby sweet corn as well. Just chuck it all in. Right, here we go. See that sizzle? Look at that colour. Again, you've got to have colour on your plate because it's just so good for you. And then what I have done is just added the lid just for 5 minutes to get the steam going and going through the vegetables to make them a little bit more softer. And then what I should do is just add more ingredients and then add it all together. Give that a nice, it's got a little bit brown as well. It's nice and cooked, but you don't want the vegetables to be too overly cooked. They're too stodgy and stuff. You want them to be still just that nice little crunch. But if you prefer your vegetables done even more, then just carry on cooking it until it's nice and soft. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is have rice vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar if you wish, but this one is rice vinegar. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of each in, or roughly. I'll just chuck it in. There wasn't much left in there. And dark soy sauce, roughly a tablespoon in there. Again, just chuck it in a little bit. Okay, and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Again, chuck it in. I am going to make my own Worcestershire sauce at some point because I don't want sugar in it. Okay, and then we have tomato puree and roughly about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, but like I do, chuck it in. Come to the end of it. Right, and then give that a stir. gentle stir. I mean, quite frankly, you could just add noodles to that now and a little bit of chicken, and you're away. You know, you've got a Chinese meal there. But you know, we're going to carry on with curry chicken. Now, half a cube of chicken stock, can be OXO or whatever you want to use. Just put that in there like that. I prefer OXO, but I've run out, so I've got this other stuff. I don't know what it is. And we want a chicken stock. At this moment in time, I'm using one of these ones. It's got thyme in it and something or other, but any will do as long as it's chicken. Put that in there, give it a stir, and then the magic ingredient is Diet Coke. Now, because I'm giving up sugar, I'm also trying to give up sweeteners as well, and I do realise these have sweeteners in, so again, being accountable for what is going in my mouth and knowing that if I have such things like this, I could get restless leg syndrome a bit later on during the day, and I also could have a sweet tooth, so I just have to be very careful and aware of what's happening to my body. So just chuck a load of this in. Just covering it at the moment. As you can see, I've just brought it up to there, just covering it all. And then I'm going to add the chicken and the onions and garlic. There we go. Put that in there, all the little juices. So I'm going to keep it on the hob until the juices reduce. So you've got literally half. Just keep stirring it, keep checking on it every now and again, turn it down and leave it for as long as you can, really. We are going to have it with rice today. You can have it with mashed potato or celiac, or noodles or whatever you prefer it to be with. So I hope you enjoy this recipe, but I'll show you the picture at the end.
I love you. I love you, baby.